I mean, that's close, right? Hispanic, Newark, I don't know.
And all that stuff. This is not a costume. This is who I am. And I am not about to let him tell me who I am.
Hold on, before I just didn't catch your name at the beginning.
Chris.
He didn't know the pronoun. Before blank, because he was about to direct the person with the microphone to get them again. It's Senator Booker. You can go with they. It's okay. We have no idea either.
Crystal Samoji.
And what town do you live in, Crystal?
Morris Plains, Morris County.
Thank you for coming. So first of all, can I have a hug? Yes.
Aww.
Thank you. So this is what really bothers me about bullies is, and I've seen my fair share, is they often will first target the people they believe and perceive are the weakest. And from Stonewall to Harvey Milk to some of the activists that lead Garden State Pride right now, they make a mistake when it comes to the New Jersey LGBTQ community if they think we're weak. And I will tell you this.
We're Mr. Booker, or perhaps Mrs. Booker?
And I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like this, but it doesn't surprise me that from Pennsylvania, and some of you who live where you see some of their commercials, that the Republican Party spent hundreds of millions of dollars talking about trans children in ads demeaning and degrading and whipping up fear and whipping up hate. It is stunning to me how this is a moment in time where they want to talk about trans kids. There are more than 500,000 more than 500,000 NCAA athletes, and less than 10 of them are trans. There are more kids being afflicted by measles right now in Texas than there are trans kids in the NCAA. And instead of talking about the threats to our children, like gun violence in schools, which affects hundreds of thousands of children every year, instead of talking about the moral obscenity that the richest nation in the world would have one of the highest child poverty rates amongst wealthy nations, instead of talking about so many issues that are facing our beautiful children, whether it's children with autism and disabilities, as we heard.
It's he won a lot of public sentiment by doing that big 25-hour filibuster, but I've been listening in on like the logic of the Dems, and my understanding is that his electoral viability is about to crash because, as Kamala Harris demonstrated, you shouldn't talk about any of this. Like, this is super unpopular rhetoric, basically. Defending the people that the Trump administration is trying to, like, wage a war against is, like, a no-go. People don't want to hear that. Even though, like, if you look at the numbers of people, especially Democrats, they actually do objectively want to hear that, but they don't want to hear that because that's, like, divisive or something. Scientists haven't figured it out yet. Type shit. Glorp.
Heard about today, they are trying to whip up hate and fear. Here's a Republican governor from Utah named Cox. He said, I have never seen so much fear and hatred being whipped up about so few people. He was disgusted by his own party's tactics. And so I just want you to know this right now. And I say this as a heterosexual.
Bosch, aren't you the one who keeps harping on the Democrats need to have a vision to stand for? I was being sarcastic with the thing I said before. I'm attacking Kamala Harris and the Democrats for being cowards. It was sarcasm. I'm sorry. I should have /s'd that. Really though, like, isn't it crazy how non-divisive this is? Like, it's like no one, the hands-off rallies, whatever, this big national rally, nothing to do with Le Pen, there's a lot of moderate Democrats there. You take a look at the footage of people attending these rallies, you got like 60-year-olds with white hair, you know? The idea that this is like some partisan lefty thing. I don't know. I just hate Democrats, man. And Cory Booker is not one of the best of them, by the way. What I'm doing is congratulating this, okay? Isn't Cory a moderate centrist Dem? I think that Cory is making a play to be more than that, which would mean he's doing the thing that I predicted and hoped for, which is that in a void of activist Democrats, he will identify the fact that, like, there's room here to really boost your prestige, you know, to really, really amp up. I don't know, him going out of his way to, like, do a big hug with a very queer person, just not, you know, it's not a judgmental statement or anything. Just, you know, definitely an individual who has more than one letter in the LGBTQIA plus alphabet soup. It's nice. I like the active defense, you know? He touched a gay. Hey, listen, okay? You can say, like, he touched a gay. Do you have any idea what Princess Diana, the accolades and hate she got for shaking hands with an AIDS patient without a glove on? You know? It's shit like this means a lot. Even a little, like, just any expression of empathy that goes beyond, like, well, Republicans are technically inaccurate when they say that all trans people are racist, but we still hold reservations about their participation in sports. Like, because that's what a lot of Democrats want to go to.
Sexual ally, I will stand with you. If they come after trans Americans or LGBTQ Americans, they're going to have to come through this United States Senator, because you deserve the same rights that I enjoy, the same protections, the same respect, and the same love. If I don't make a stand with you, the next they'll be coming after the next community they perceive as vulnerable, whether it's the Sikh community, the Muslim community. We must stand together.
Whether it's diseased people or Muslim. The heart's in the right place. It's just funny. All right, it's funny.
Comes to fundamental rights and respect and the dignity of life.
Oh, did he mean Sikh? He might have meant Sikh, though. It is interesting he went to that. Okay. But he didn't say Sikh, did he? He said sick. But no, it's funny anyway. I'm choosing to. It's funny.
People. All right, getting me fired up, Zaire.
Yes, sir.
Senator Booker, first and foremost, thank you for restoring my hope with what you did.
This live stream in camera, by the way, f***ing sucks, huh? Like,
I think
the
we've
stuttering.
been all feeling hopeless, and your standing out the other day just recharged us. My name is Renata, and I'm from Hasbrook Heights. Now more than ever, we're seeing immigrants being treated the way they have been, and it is criminal. What part of the world did your parents or your grandparents come from? Italy, Ireland, somewhere in Europe or South America?
All right, I can't even see your face. It's harder to talk about what you're saying, but I love you, or something.
And the kind of breakthroughs. It makes no sense what Donald Trump is doing to science and research right now by cutting indirect costs. Fareed Zakaria, I talked about this on the Senate floor, did this incredible editorial where he talked about how we are cutting science research.
I don't know. Maybe I was being a little bit too pessimistic earlier about the crowds. I probably was. It's kind of a season for pessimism a little bit. I have to reserve my optimism because these are difficult times. You big grumster. Yeah. He defended Israel in his filibuster. Again, look, you should continue to despise Democrats and their defense of Israel, okay? I'm not taking that away from you. I will? Okay, good. He's the least rotten apple. Well, no, that'd be Bernie, but, you know. The protests are protesting. I wonder what the total numbers are.